Yeah, there it
What?
goes. Gonna have to give it a second. It's lagging out. Come back to. All right, you're good.
All right.
All right, bro. About time, bro. It's about time.
It is
It's about time people know your name.
Yeah, hell yeah. You can slash them. For sure. I've been seeing your shit around for sure.
Oh yeah. Shit it.
Yeah. Let's start this though. So how did you get into rap and shit? Like,
How did I get into rap?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, no cap. Me and my grandma used to watch fucking Lock Up on TV. You know that show about prison? And
Yeah.
those motherfuckers was doing poetry, bro. And I thought that shit was so kick ass, bro, that I went out of my way to write my own poetry when I was like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
And then a little later, when I was like 12, 13, I seen 8 Mile for the first time. And that scene where they're in the parking garage and they're all freestyling and they make fucking Eminem go freestyle, bro. I memorized that shit the first time I saw it. And it's just been game ever since. I've been writing my shit since I was like 8 or 9, basically. So.
Oh yeah. So you said you live with your grandma?
I live with my grandparents right now, yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
I'm on
man.
the
I mean,
yeah.
So it is right now. So you're 16. You were born in what year? 2002?
Yes, sir. 2002, man. July 27th.
word. So you're about to be turning 17.
Yeah, almost, bro. Almost.
Hell yeah.
You're about to not be a youngin' anymore. You're about to be an adult.
Yeah, legal.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I don't want to be an adult, bro.
Hey man, shit. That's where we're all headed though. Yeah, that's where everybody's going. That's where everybody's going.
Shit, I'm already an adult. I'm just not at that age.
Hell yeah.
Sure.
So where were you born?
I was born right here in Atlanta. I was born in Atlanta, raised in Atlanta, well, more North Atlanta, like Ball Ground, Woodstock area. But whenever I go up there, whenever I get kind of big, I'm going to claim Ball Ground just because it's the smallest fucking town. That's where I was raised at. Literally, like the street is one street and it's brick buildings on either sides, and they were filled up with rocks, like crazy ass colored rocks, bro. Because the motherfucker that owned the whole city, bro, was a rock collector. So
Damn.
like, there's an abandoned street, and these buildings are. I mean, it's different now. It's like a tourist attraction, some bullshit, because the dude died. But before it was just brick buildings filled with rocks, and me and my homies would skate up and down the street doing bullshit. But yeah, born and raised the same area, man. I ain't never left.
So you came from around Atlanta. Who was like your first you said you liked Eminem at first, right? For rap music. So who did you branch into after Eminem?
After Eminem, that's a good question. Who did I get into? I got into more just like the old school scene. Like I really like Rakim. I really like Big L. Obviously like Biggie and Pac and shit.
Yeah.
But I kind of went more old school for a while, and then I found the newer shit like Tyler the Creator, Earl Sweatshirt. Earl Sweatshirt's a really big influence for me. I really fuck with Earl.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's part of our childhood. I didn't even think of that shit.
Yeah, Earl's live as fuck. I appreciate Earl's shit for real.
Yes. And more just went straight from Eminem to Earl. Really, that was like my second hop on was Earl. I know everything.
So, how old were you when you really got into rap? You said like 12 or 13?
Yeah, when I started actually rapping, I was about 13. Oh, excuse me.
So you really started listening to Eminem when you were how old?
Sure, I've always listened to Eminem, man. Eminem was playing in my fucking house when I was a kid, dude. So I've always fucking. We have a fucking framed picture of that motherfucker in my house, like in one of my old houses. I seen a picture of the framed picture. I was like, what the fuck?
Replace Jesus with Eminem.
Yeah, goddamn, that's.
I got Kim Jong Un in my house.
Yeah, that's just the pinnacle of human existence, right there. Fuck yeah. So Earl Sweatshirt. Who really did anybody around you really pick at you to get into music, or what did you see people around you making music and you said, okay, let me do this, or how did it happen?
It was actually the opposite. Me and my homie, I'm living in the same neighborhood now. Me and my homie started making some bullshit. My first song ever was called First Impressions. And it was it was awful, bro. I mean, I had some bars in there, but you know, that shit was terrible quality. I couldn't flow for shit, nothing. I was probably 14. And when I dropped that, bro, my friends at the school that I was going to at the time, this place called Ridgeview, no, River Ridge, I'm sorry. The kids that I was cool with there and some of my ex-girlfriends there, they all kind of ganged up on me, bro, and would make like bullshit ass pictures of me, like getting fucked up, and they'd send me videos of them laughing at my music and shit, bro. So I got bullied for that shit for the longest, but I never like let it go, you know what I'm saying? Cause I like doing it. But I mean, they all cool with me now, bro. They all think it's fucking awesome what I'm doing, but at the time, I was getting made fun of.
That's though, because that just means you really want that shit. Like,
That's a good point.
Bro.
Major props, dog.
Yeah, major props.
Hella people would have gave up.
Yeah,
just quit. Just
bro, you're still going. You're still out.
Yeah, bro, that's not me. I love this shit, bro.
Hell yeah. So, would you say there's any like first collaborators you started off with? Like who was really, did you have anybody you really went out and made a lot of music with? Or learned to make music?
Yeah, actually, me and my homie, I knew this motherfucker from kindergarten, bro. And me and him are still, for the most part, straight. We had a fallout a little while back, but if you know Smalls 10K, me and him, yeah. Me and him were cool as fuck. Like, my whole life, me and him have been cool as fuck. And when I was younger, like, I actually recorded my first song there, but it got deleted off his computer before First Impressions. And he would make beats, or he would fucking steal the beats and then put his tag on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we were young, we didn't know what we were doing, and we make some bullshit song and try to release it that same night. And then our homie at the time, his name was Lil Mike, but we call him Machiavelli now. He was making music together. You know what I'm saying? And we made music for a while.
Machiavelli. That sounds familiar as fuck. Like, I've heard about that fucking with MTM and Ramirez and all that. Don't die, Tony. Sorry.
This is Tatiana. This is the homie.
Where are they? Oh my gosh, did you see me fall?
No, I didn't. It's okay.
You'll get to meet her in person one day, definitely.
Yeah, hopefully.
She's the homie with like everything.
Yeah, she's definitely a
Yeah,
close.
hey.
Yeah.
What up?
Moral supporter. Very good moral supporter.
Oh yeah, you need those around, bro. Always need some moral support.
Yeah, bro. Fuck yeah.
All right. We got off.
We did. We're cool. We're cool enough. All right.
Smalls 10K.
Yeah.
Get your shit. It got deleted off the computer before you made it. All right. Continue.
Yeah. So I'd go over there like every weekend or every other weekend, and we would just make some bullshit. We used to get really, really high and not do anything, but on the times that we did do some shit, it was all right. You know what I'm saying? It was like beginner shit. It was before I really knew how to flow and everything. But as time went on, we split ways, and I moved up to Cartersville for a little bit. But up in Cartersville, it was hell living up there just because bullshit was going on. I don't want to get into that. But I moved from Cartersville in with Smalls, and this was like in December, this last December, like 2018. When I moved in with him, shit was good, but just living with somebody, being around this motherfucker all the time, it just kind of made us clash, you know what I'm saying? And it went down really bad at the end, and I left his house and moved back over here. And now we're still mutually cool, but while we were together, like, we were making some shit, like Fuck School was made there, God Shorty was made there.
Wow.
I need Goth Shoddy, bro. I miss that shit. That was on my playlist every day, dog.
Hey,
and then
bro, that shit's back up. That shit's back up. I put it back up. Yeah.
Yes, bro. I missed the shit out of that.
Oh shit. Is that what's the mixtape called?
For Goth Shoddy?
Yeah. Is it Soft Boy Click? What's the mixtape called?
Mixtape is called First Contact.
Okay.
First.
It's supposed to be way more intricate than that. it was supposed to be like there's supposed to be an intro of me saying goodnight to somebody and like going, you can hear like the covers and shit rustle, and I was going to sleep into a dream. And the first couple songs were supposed to be like Soft Boy Click and then Gosh Shorty and Decay. And then I was supposed to wake up like in an interlude in the middle of the songs and go take a piss, bro. And then come back and go back. And then it was supposed to be the rest of the songs and then like me waking up and being, like whatever. But since the bullshit happened between me and Smalls, I wasn't able to do all that in the studio. So I kind of just had to drop it how it was already made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't have any extra time to make anything.
Word. So you said right now you're living with your grandparents?
Yeah, I am. Unfortunately, I hate to say that. I wish I had my own house or some shit, but I'm just not of age.
16. What do you mean?
Yeah. I mean, 16, I mean, fuck.
Like, I just turned 17 and I live with my mom.
You got time to run it up, bro. Don't cap.
Yeah, it'd be like that. I'm gonna get clowned on. I know it. I'm just gonna be so many memes. I'll be living at my grandparents' house.
Okay.
No shame, no gain.
Yeah, for real. No shame, no gain. That's for real. So do you have a studio set up inside of your grandparents' house, or how what do you do as far as recording music goes?
There's a studio in Atlanta called Soul Asylum that me and my boy Tanner go to, and it's about $50 an hour to record there, but we're really cool with the engineer there, so he lets us like roll up in the studio and he'll smoke with us and shit. But how we found out about that place, like the place I record all my music at, like Freak Show was recorded there. We met up with me and Smalls and Maximilian, or YRC Mill, if y'all know who that is. We met up with Bobby Nice. You know who Bobby Nice is at the studio.
Yes, I know, like his shit with ABG Neil. Fucking a producer from our town, Young Glizzy, was on ABG Neil's shit. Like, he's a producer.
If you ever heard of Young Glizzy, he like splurges.
Yeah. I know Glizzy's.
Yeah, we used to go to class with him and shit.
I'm so happy for that man. Like, we ain't close, but he like definitely, I support his shit like crazy.
Yeah, good shit, good growing up and shit. But
awesome.
World's Small as fuck that he did some shit with ABG Neil, and you're fucking Bobby Nice, which has also done shit with ABG. That's pretty
Bobby Nice, I'll give it to him. That's a cool motherfucker, man. He was really outgoing. He wasn't a dickhead about the music. Like, we had to pay him, of course, to come do the feature, but he was cool as fuck the whole time he was there. We was cutting up the whole time. He was telling us stories and shit. We smoked the wood before and after the fucking studio session. So he showed us some unreleased music and shit. Like, that shit was fire. But that was like back in October of last year. But he was a cool cat, man. He was a cool motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
This shit is burnt.
Fuck. What is it?
This shit is burnt as fuck, bro. This shit tastes nasty as hell. I'm still hitting it though. I don't got no cigarettes.
Damn, man. That's how it is.
Flex Square.
Do you have your jewel?
I don't have any products.
Bro, no Jewel July, and y'all already lacking.
It's not. Is it even July yet?
No.
Nah.
One more day.
We have one more day, bro. I'm not lacking. I'm not lacking.
Okay. So when it comes to your music, right? What do you do when you get stuck? Like whenever you get writer's block, fucking rapper's block, or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, I'm always in writer's block, bro. Like, I'm probably in writer's block right now. My shit is, I'll get out of writer's block and I'll realize it because I'll start writing some shit. Because I try to write something every day. You know, half the times it don't work. But I'll go to write some shit and it'll work. And I'll just be like, fuck yeah. And I'll just overdo it. And I'll just work my brain until I can't think of anything. And then I'm back writing that fucking writer's block. But usually I try to fucking take a step outside, fucking breathe in some fresh air, you know, go for a walk or something. I'll listen to some different kind of music, like something I've never heard before, but something that I know would be good, you know what I'm saying? Like Sublime or some shit.
Word.
I just go away to try to expand my shit, or I'll read some shit. Like I got books over here that I'll be reading. I'll try to read something just to kind of get my mind off everything. You know what I'm saying? Get some new vocabulary in me.
Right. And I take it that you get material ready before you go into the studio, so writer's block doesn't happen and it costs more to make something. You know what I mean?
Actually, these last couple times I've been to the studio, I just been freestyling. Like Freak Show is a freestyle.
Freak show.
Word?
Show's fucking crazy, man. That's yeah.
That
I fuck
shit.
with that shit.
That shit when you got back from the hospital, like that shit that you did when you like first hopped out, like.
Yeah.
I want to hear some official shit. Like that definitely needs to get in the studio. That was fire as fuck.
Yeah, for real.
Appreciate it, bro. You talk about the video of me in the car or the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was a little worried though because I hadn't heard from you, and then you're like, "Oh, I just got back from the hospital," and I was like, "What? What did I miss?"
Yeah, bro. I went to the hospital for depression, bro. They got me on some medication, bro, because I have major depressive disorder, bro. So that means the world is just shit to me, bro. I just see the world as shit. So they got me on medicine. They're trying to make me better, but fuck it, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I can't do about it.
No, I just got over that shit. Like these past like 4 years, I was always in the hospital for that shit. But this year, it's not gonna happen. So like, I feel you. It gets to ever. Like,
Done. I'm done going to the hospital, bro.
fuck that shit.
It's a waste of time, bro. Such a waste of time. I wasted a good week of just doing bullshit, bro. Being in groups and talking to people and shit that I didn't need, bro. I'm never going back, bro. I'm staying right here. I'm gonna keep making music. I'm gonna keep doing my shit because I can't be wasting time like that. You know what I'm saying? Time is precious.
Not anymore, yeah. So I don't got the time for that now either. Because a week would fuck up business, like everything.
Same, bro. That is what I'm saying, bro. That 1 week will throw you the fuck off, man. That shit really threw me off. I got fucking fired from my job because of that shit, bro.
Word. I didn't eat, like, in Missouri, that shit's illegal as fuck.
Really?
Like, yeah, like, they cannot fire you for something like that.
Shit, what they did, bro. Fuck them. I'll find somewhere better.
Yeah, bro. Fuck that. I mean, but whenever you struggle, that's the time that you learn to, like, that's where you hone your shit, like, just pushing and getting better.
Yeah, for sure. I hear you. I've been trying to push my shit a little bit more. Also, fucking announcement for whenever I post this up, bro. I'm making a Fuck School Part 2. I made the beat thing on my computer right here. And I've been writing on it. I haven't finished it yet, but as soon as I finish it, I'm gonna go to a studio and record it, and then we'll see what happens from there. But yeah, Fuck School Part 2.
Fuck School Part 2.
So, do you go to school?
No, bro, fuck school.
When did you, so how long did you go to school for? And did you go to public school?
Yeah, I went to public school all the way until December, or like more like November. I dropped out and tried night school. And then at the end of November, I moved in with Smalls. So I completely changed counties and everything. And they just kind of lost track of me, bro. And they don't really know exactly where I'm at. So they can't make me go back to school or anything. Because I was in a county when I was going to school. So.
Word up. So,
back.
Your last year was your sophomore year?
Be my junior year. I started my junior year, but I left in the middle of it.
Or
like in the first semester.
I wanted to drop out, but I didn't know what I was doing at first. So I was like, I'm just gonna graduate early, put that shit on the table. But like now that you know what you're doing, you can drop out of school. Like,
yeah.
School makes me fuck school. Like
yeah. And I'm definitely gonna go get my GED. I'm not gonna leave it, just nothing. I'm not just gonna be a dropout and that's it. I'm gonna go get my shit, but I gotta pay for the classes and shit and everything, so I gotta get my shit together. My phone is being blown the fuck up, man. I'll go away. Set this back up. There we go. It's all good.
Is there a wrap on the bed over there? There we go. Oh, the trash can. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're rolling up.
Yeah, hell yeah. Do you want to roll it, Poppy?
Yeah. I know, such a clutch.
Such a clutch move. Clutch bop.
You clutch. Shit. All right. Back to it. Let's see. hella shit written up.
Hell yeah. I'm just trying to make it flow more naturally.
Yeah.
Like I have hella shit I can ask you, so I don't want to,
Be on the phone all
yeah,
the time.
yeah, and I don't want it to be corny. You know what I mean? So,
The blue face freestyle.
yeah, this.
You guys are doing awesome, bro. You guys are doing fucking great. Straight up,
Word.
this is going well. I like this.
Hell
shit.
yeah, hell yeah, bro. I'm yeah, hell yeah. Just keep it cool. Interview / like hangout, but it's an interview. It's gonna be Tyler and then because that's what it really is.
For sure, bro. We just kind of chilling.
Yeah, bro.
No jumper shit. Like.
Yeah, straight up.
Bro. I like the no jumper shit, bro. That's where I want to be, bro. One of my goals, bro. No jumper, bro. Once I'm on no jumper, bro, I know I'm straight.
The Mikhail Sinister interview.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
One day, bro. One day.
I'm telling you, once Bobby Nice gets on there, because then they'll find out about y'all, because it's like, they'll fuck with each other. Smalls and shit, bro. So after Bobby Nice, that's going to open it up for all the homies in the area.
Yeah.
After Bobby, after NASCAR, after Kill TJ, you know what I'm saying? I'm right in that path, you know what I'm saying? I got my foot in the door in that area. So, and when I get up there, bro, I'm bringing y'all with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna leave nobody behind.
Slime love all the time.
Slam. Yeah, bro.
So, what are your? I was actually just about to ask you that question. Like when I was saying I wasn't trying to be corny. I was gonna ask what some of your like long-term goals are for your music career, or just like if music is something that you find passionate to the point where you think you're gonna be doing it for like your lifetime, or how about?
Yeah, I definitely want to do music forever. Like I want to, whenever I get my money and I'm straight financially, bro, I want to go to like different cities all over the world and just make albums in every city. You know what I'm saying? Like a 15-minute album per different country I visit or per different city I visit. You know what I'm saying? Just influenced by the culture and shit. But
Oh yeah.
I want one goal. I definitely want to be on No Jumper. Back to that shit, bro. Once I'm on No Jumper, I don't care if I evolve from there, bro. Like that's a big landmark for me. Just because I remember like the X interview on No Jumper. I remember the fucking Fat Nick and Puya interview.
Yes. Ramirez, all of Francis.
Damn. Oliver France.
I want a Cole fucking Bennett music video, bro. That's something I really, really want.
The fucking NASCAR
NASCAR is in Josiah's fucking, yeah, bro.
Yeah, and then on top of that, NASCAR's doing the Lyric Eliminated stage, fucking opposition.
Yeah, he went on at 3:30, bro. He went on at 3:30, so he's already out by now, but that's crazy. He's crazy. He just kind of came out of nowhere, bro.
He has momentum right now, bro. He's gonna crush some shit, bro.
He's in his own lane, straight up. But I mean, NASCAR is how I got into your shit, like, because then I think I followed him, and then I think it's either you followed me or you commented on his shit, and I checked your shit out. I was like, word.
For sure, bro. For sure.
I mean, but gotta pay homage to NASCAR.
Let me
dope, bro. Fuck with NASCAR, heavy.
So the first time I've heard, you ever heard of 30 Licks?
I heard the name.
He's a rapper that Crimson produces for. Sometimes, like I remember the first time I ever heard about like any of y'all in this group of music was back in like I want to say February, and it was just this kid on Xbox, and I heard we were just chilling at a party. You just said the Crimson Chin in the back shit. Yeah, hell yeah! I was like, heard the hi-hats, heard the fucking the nastiness of like just like the distortion of the bass, and I was just like, bro, like what is this? And I mean, I didn't really even like connect dots until like he found your shit and put me on, and then I started going through that shit and hearing the tag. I'm like, hold up, like on a completely unrelated note, like I've heard your shit like somewhere else. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Well, not necessarily your shit, but
yeah, like, that genre, yeah.
Y'all's cut, like y'all's fucking genre.
Speaking of fucking Crimson, bro, shout out to Crimson, bro. If you're watching this interview in the future, I hope you know that I love you and I care about you and that you're fucking awesome for being my producer. Shout out to motherfucking Crimson.
Yeah,
Fucker.
Crimson.
yeah. Crimson, hit us up for an interview, bro. Like,
Yes, bro.
fuck up,
Yeah.
bro.
Our homie Johnny is collabing with Crimson.
Yeah, we're trying to get something cooking with them right now. Johnny's on the T-Fog team. Is it ready?
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to come. Like we need to meet in person. Though, whether you come here or we come there, like that'd be fun.
For sure, bro. Just wait till I get my money stacked up a little bit, and we'll go get like an Airbnb, and I'll get like a fucking producer out there. You know what I'm saying? I'll get a badass producer. I'll do this shit myself, and we'll make some music. We'll do another interview, bro, and a real setup. You know what I'm saying? Face to face. We'll do some real shit.
No jumper shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, bro. On some no jumper shit, but it's the face of God.
Yeah.
That shit up next, bro. On me.
Fuck yeah. So, do you own a car?
Hell no, I don't own jack shit, really.
Me either, though.
I feel that.
I'm a broke boy, but you know, it is what it is for the moment being. It ain't gonna be like this forever.
I know. You're gonna run it up, bro.
Shit.
For real, for real.
Plus, you're honest about that shit. You know, you ain't lying about that either. Cause I'd rather people be honest and be a hoe about it.
About
Yeah,
what?
like I got racks on racks. You know what I'm saying? Like I got racks on racks, bro. My pockets is empty as fuck. no racks.
It's empty. It's fucking weak whenever people try to flex like they got money and damn well it.
The whole time, yeah, flexing some fucking IRS tax refund money. You know?
So got my IRS taxes back. We're trying to suck some dick.
Hell no. Hell to no. Hey, y'all finna smoke a blunt?
Yeah, hell yeah, we got it in the. Yeah, hell yeah. I just lit up the incense for that shit. Yeah, I need a drink. I'm parched.
My man, I'm parched.
Parched. That's a fancy word right there.
That's
Parched.
some white people shit, bro. But, you know, it's alright. We still love you, though. I'm very parched.
Very parched. You got the whole jug in the bits.
What's up?
I said you got the whole jug. The whole jug of fucking whatever.
At Milo's, bro. That's that
What
old
lemonade, yes, bro.
That's good shit, bro.
Say that in Arizona. I got a problem.
Oh fuck.
Arizona is right there.
Arizona's good.
Right here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Big sweet tea shit.
Oh yes, the fucking old juices were at fucking the watermelon Arizona tea in a metal can, not the bottle shit, not that plastic shit. Metal can. It's on. It just be hitting different. I can only put it at one spot in my town.
Damn, bro. I wish I had a blunt too. You know, spark up.
Teeing up for you though. Teeing up for you then. Straight up.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
So, what does your creative process look like?
Really depends on what I'm trying to do, because when I made Fuck School Part 2, I was just making a beat just to make a beat, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have Fuck School Part 2 planned, but it just kind of came together. But usually I'll make a beat, or I'll have somebody send me a beat, like one of TJ's producers or one of NASCAR's producers, you know, somebody like Lewis produced it, for example. Like when I made Gut Boy, Lewis produced it, sent me a beat through my email, just kind of out of the blue. And I opened it up and I wrote to it. And I took that and put that on a different beat. I think that was Douchebag Part 2. And I took some shit that I had on an old Dewey Dirty beat and put that on the Lewis produced it beat. So usually it's just kind of like mix and match. Shit just kind of happens out of the blue. It's not like I sit down, you know, start thinking, but whatever. But usually I got to be baked, though. Usually I'm baked whenever I'm writing some shit. I can't really be doing it sober, man. Just to be honest.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's how I got through high school.
Facts.
That's facts. That's
That is facts, bro. I was going to school high as fuck every day.
Yeah, I would smoke a fucking arm and a leg before every school every fucking day, bro. I swear to God. Smoke hella.
That's how I got good grades.
Yeah, at the fucking bus stop with Tatiana, man. We fucking smoked blizzard. We on the bus, man.
Y'all fiending, man. What's your mean? Fiending. Hell no.
That was a wake and bake.
So you smoke weed? How long you smoke weed for?
I'm sorry?
How long you been smoking weed for?
Since I was about 13, bro. Since about 12, 13, I started. So a good 3 years, man. I started, it was me and my homie down the road. We was at the pool, and he was like, yo, I got some gas if you want to smoke. And I was like, I don't know, man. I've never smoked no weed before, you know? But we walked back there, bro, and I remember taking hits and it burning the fuck out of my throat. And then I remember being in the pool all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? I don't remember walking from the woods to the pool. I don't really remember taking my shirt off. And then they was like throwing a fucking tennis ball around in the pool. And they said that it passed me, and like a second later, I'd look over like, where'd it go?
Word. A little bit of a delay. The video's lagging.
Yeah, for real.
Lagging, bro. My life was lagging, bro.
Bro, the first time I smoked,
Yeah.
I was 9. I didn't understand. So they lit the shit and I blew out. Like I didn't suck it. Like I spit it everywhere.
No.
I was just. And, huh? That was my first time smoking. And they were so pissed because that was like the last of the weed.
Who was it? Like some adults?
Like it was me and my brother.
Jesus.
I just sprayed the last of the weed all over the floor. Fucked up the whole night.
That's what's up.
That's what happens whenever you try to give a newbie green, bro. Swear to God.
I know how to do it, dog.
Fuck that shit up, bro.
Blow it all out.
Yeah.
See, now it's straight though. I'll sit here, I'll face the blunt to myself, and I'll just be chilling, like not caked or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'll just be straight. And then like how it's not at all. My tolerance is super high.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shit. I take tolerance breaks because I don't like it taking like 5 blunts to get me stoned.
No, that's not. But I'm the other way around, man. I don't like hitting the blunt a couple times or smoking a blunt and being high as fuck and like being around people. You know what I'm saying? I hate that shit. I like to be able to smoke and still be chilling while everybody else is like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like everybody's getting fed as fuck. Like,
yeah, and
I mean, if I'm booling, like if I'm chilling, but if I have shit to do.
Yeah.
That's
sure.
That's very true.
Hmm.
So you say you like smoking solo most of the time, or do you homies put down there?
I usually go out of my way to try to smoke with somebody, man. Like, I really don't like smoking by myself. But at the same time, like, if it's nighttime or some shit, I will, smoke by myself just to kind of make some music or do something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, I think it goes to you and then to me.
Yeah.
Don't fuck up, though. That's bad juju.
Yeah, bad juju. Blue juju swishers.
On some white aunt shit, that's bad juju.
Bad juju.
That's bad juju.
Bad juju.
No, that's bad juju. Now come downstairs and wash your clothes.
Bitch, I'm lunched. I'm so
fucking
lunched out.
You
got the questions on your phone?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Just scan, give myself a few ideas. You have any advice for the kids, man? Like, well, of course, that's kind of a bold statement. Like, we're not even near how mentally developed we're gonna be in a few years. I already know. Like, comparatively speaking, do you have any advice to the young